Okay, so I'm still watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I'm on episode 4 of season 3. And Taylor, one of my faves, she's the founder of Mom Talk. And she said that, growing up Mormon, being in the Mormon church, you're in this culture of shame on you. And I want to just give my opinion on how I feel like, in my opinion, based on my experience, that's not just reserved for the Mormon church, but I can only speak on the Baptist church. Shame on you. There's a lot of judgment on how people look, if your tattoos are visible, what you wear to church. And I think that there's a lot of judgment and focus on the outer appearance. And the Bible even says that man looks at the outer appearance, but God looks at the heart. And some people say, that the church is a hospital. Everyone's going to be healed from childhood trauma, things that could have happened to you as an adult if you were ever violated, bullied, scammed, if you experienced infidelity, financial struggle, health crisis. So to go to church and constantly be told about what you're doing wrong and how you don't add up, in my opinion, it does not encourage anyone to embrace that particular denomination, to embrace religion, to embrace a relationship with God when his or her ambassadors here on earth are just constantly tearing people down. When we already know that this earthly life is hard, it's going to be filled with setbacks, mistakes, things that you didn't see coming, right? Extra bills like getting the brakes repaired on your car, or losing a loved one, or being pushed out of a job. Again, life is hard. So you go to the church for encouragement and some community, sense of community, emotional support. And sometimes you're just told, about the things that you do wrong, and that's why you're going through this, and you didn't pass God's test. I think things like that are very toxic and disturbing to say to people. But it happens all the time. That's why you kind of have to cultivate your relationship with God at home. And I guess have very low expectations of having support in the church. It's kind of sad, but I think that's the best way to guard your heart, as it says in one of the Psalms in the Bible, because unfortunately, sometimes the church, it's not the safest place.